Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a bit of a quick video. This is an idea that I came up with when I was in bed thinking about what video I should film next, and I thought I've got heaps of foundations but none of them are super full coverage. So I thought, I know, what if I mixed a few products together and see if I can come up with something that uses what you already have in your house to create something that's new. This is going to be a talk through video because I felt like it was easier to explain everything that I was doing whilst I was doing it. Basically, I'm going to use these three products here to create a full coverage foundation. So that is the Laura Mercier foundation primer, the Face of Australia tinted moisturizer, and the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. So this is obviously a sheer foundation, this is a tinted moisturizer, so neither of them alone will make you have a full coverage foundation, but together you can actually achieve it. So if you want to see what I'm talking about, keep watching. So for this look, or to make your any foundation look like it's a full coverage foundation, follow these easy steps that I have found myself to work, and you can use pretty much anything as long as it's a similar sort of product. You'll know what I mean in a second. So we're going to start off with a moisturised face. I always think it's necessary to moisturise your face before you're using a foundation. And don't do it just before, do it like half an hour before, and you'll see that it works a lot better. But what we're going to start off with is we're going to mix a primer with a tinted moisturiser. So my skin has been quite dry recently, so I decided to use a primer that I feel is more moisturising than any other sort of primer that I've used, and that is the Laura Mercier and just the original primer. And then I'm going in with Face of Australia tinted moisturiser, and this shade is light. So you just want to put a little bit of the primer onto your hand, and then you want to mix in the tinted moisturiser. Basically, you just mix them together. And then I'm just going to use my hands and apply that all over my face, just like I normally do when I use tinted moisturiser. Then I'm going to just use my dampened beauty type blender. It's not a beauty blender, but you know, it's a similar sort of thing. And then I'm just going to press that all over my face, just to make sure I haven't got any blotchy bits of the tinted moisturiser. I know it's pretty obvious, but make sure you don't use a dry beauty blender or sponge, otherwise it won't work. The sponge will just absorb all of the product that you put onto it, and it's kind of a waste, and it doesn't work as well either. It kind of, like, I've tried it. It goes on really blotchy and it absorbs heaps of the product, so you waste product and it doesn't work. So don't do it when it's dry. NARS Sheer Glow foundation. This is the shade Deauville. I believe that's how you pronounce it. If it's not, let me know, because that's how I've been pronouncing it. So I'm going to use my dampened sponge and the product. So now that I have finished applying all of my foundation on, you can see that it is a full coverage foundation now. So I've used a $10 tinted moisturiser by Face of Australia and a $60 foundation by NARS, and putting both of those two together have created a full coverage foundation, when the NARS Sheer Glow is a sheer foundation. So that's a simple step that you guys can use to make any foundation full coverage, and I'm sure it would work with any foundation. I've tried it with a few that I've got, and all of them have worked the same. So you don't have to use an expensive tinted moisturiser, you can just use what you've got, and by applying it with a more of a high-end foundation, you're saving yourself money by not using all of your foundation, and you're also moisturising your face at the same time so it doesn't feel dry. So that's an extra tip that all of us dry-faced girls out there can use. So I'm going to apply all of my makeup on now, and I'm going to conceal as well, and we'll see what the end product looks like just in a sec. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate everyone who watches my videos. I hope that I really helped you out today and you learned something new. And if you have any of these products at home, even if you just have a tinted moisturiser and a foundation and they're not the ones that I've used, it will still totally work. I would love to see what you guys come up with, and if you have before and after shots or foundation alone and or tinted moisturizer alone and them together, I would love you guys to tag me in those on Instagram. I hope that I've helped someone out there. I feel like this is a really cool trick to have up your sleeve, and it has really worked for me in all the foundations that I have. So again, thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, and if you haven't followed me on Instagram, please also do that. That's all I have to say, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you!